Welcome to our 1979 house. I'm so ready to give some of these rooms an upgrade and make them feel really fresh. The first room I'm starting with in my house is my kids' room. My girls have been dying to have a full rainbow bedroom, and I'm about to make that wish come true. So as you can see, I'm not really starting with a blank slate here. I have to do a ton of demo, pull out some of that old wallpaper. I'm just getting serious 1980s vibes here. Lots of painting to do, lots of holes to fill. Let's get to work. All right, first things first, you can see I've got my little helper with me, well, a few little helpers. We're gonna move some of this furniture out of the way. We really don't have another place for them to stay while I do this, so it's gonna be a bit of a process trying to arrange the beds and keep things clean so they can still sleep in this room while I make it over. First thing that's got to go in this room is the wallpaper, and there's a ton of it and it's really old. I've actually found a really great method that works, which is pulling off the top layer, kind of the thicker outer decorative paper first. I just use a little putty knife and kind of get underneath it, and then it rips off pretty easily. It's actually kind of fun and super satisfying when I get a big chunk pulled off. Now that I've got all that off, I'm going to use my Wagner steamer to get the rest of this paper kind of gluey stuff off. I did try a few different solutions, spraying them on and waiting, but this steamer works really well to get that glue and adhesive all the way off. It's a little bit time consuming, but I feel like the results really speak for themselves. I'm just using my same putty knife as I used before, scraping and steaming as I go. It does look tedious, but again, it's kind of fun if you ever like to pick at things or peel your nails or anything kind of gross like that. You might love this job. I actually find it really relaxing. So it didn't actually take long to get all this wallpaper off, only about an hour or so. The steamer works super great. I'll be sure to link all the products that I used to do this room makeover, all my demo stuff, and all the stuff I used to decorate with in the description. So if you're wondering about any of this stuff, just head down there and click on the links. Okay, halfway done. I'm starting on the other half of this room. You probably noticed I'm changing clothes a lot during this. I did not get this room done in a day. I worked on it over the course of a full month, just in the little nooks and crannies, little bits of time that I have. I have 3 little kids, and it doesn't really allow for a lot of home makeover to happen. So I really did just try to squeeze this into my spare time. Just a couple strips left. I'm almost done getting this wallpaper off. The next thing I'm going to start working on is the bunk beds. As you can see, the room was really small. There isn't really space even for 2 toddler beds, let alone 2 single beds, which my girls are totally ready for now. So I had a friend that was giving away this bunk bed set. It's really retro, probably actually would have fit in really well with that room, but I want to make it nice and bright, fit in with the theme of rainbow, so I've decided to paint this bed. And I don't know if you can tell already, but I'm seriously regretting my decision. This bed has so many curves and bumps. Sanding it down was a huge job, let alone painting it. It was a ton of work, but I can't wait to show you how it turned out. So the first thing I did was sand down every part of the bed with just some rough grit sandpaper. I wiped off the dust, and then I'm going to paint it with a Zinsser odorless kind of stain blocker primer. I really like this product because it sticks to anything, including kind of smooth surfaces like this bed, and then it gave me a really good base layer to paint my color on top of. It definitely took some experimenting, figuring out what worked and what didn't. I was hoping I could use the roller for more, but I ended up having to brush most of the primer and most of the paint on. This stuff goes on really well though. It's super sticky like glue, so I couldn't really let my kids help, but once it was on, I was good to go. All right, let's get some color going. So the color I chose for the beds is this beautiful bright yellow. It's called Citron from Beauti-Tone. I'll link to the color below so you can find a color match at the store in your area. And it's a cabinet and furniture paint. So it kind of seemed to melt as I put it on and created that really kind of shiny exterior like you'd see on melamine. So I really liked this paint for this project. I felt like it was really durable and didn't scratch, and also I liked kind of the melting effect, so it looked really smooth and you couldn't see the brush strokes afterwards. I highly recommend this if you're painting furniture, especially if it's for kids' rooms where you know they're going to be pretty tough on it. In the bedroom, the next project I was working on was priming and painting all of the walls the white color. So I painted the ceiling with a flat white ceiling paint. You can see it still got kind of original mud and it looked so much better just with that flat white coat on. Super simple. I only had to do one coat to cover the whole ceiling and it made such a difference. I also painted the walls in a white color so that they would be ready to go for the next step. Later that week, my friend LJ came over, who is kind of my partner in crime. She was making over her daughter's room at the same time, and we worked on this amazing rainbow mural on the walls. It was kind of a dream to have this really straight rainbow. I thought we were going to have to freehand kind of a curvy rainbow, but we worked it out using math. Believe it or not, you do use your high school math later in life to make this really nice straight rainbow. I just used little sample pots of paint from Benjamin Moore, and that was plenty of paint to get this whole rainbow mural done, and I had lots left over for another project that I did towards the end. Thank you so much, LJ, for coming and helping me not only be confident in my freehand wall mural painting skills, but for helping me out to get it done. It was a big project, and I'm so thrilled with how it worked out. And we had a lot of fun too. One tip LJ gave me, because I was painting this main wall where the mural was blue, or I planned to, she said don't paint it ahead of time so that all the colors will really pop, since the original wall color was kind of a whitish, so I haven't painted this wall yet. I found these rainbow wall decals on Etsy. I had found another one originally, but then I found these from West Coast Walls, which is local to my province in Canada, and so I want to support local business. They were really easy to stick on to the walls, and they can be restuck. So a couple that I didn't like, I could stick other places, and it's going to be really easy to take these off later if the girls change their mind, and inevitably they will in about 5 years or so. I'll have to redo this room, so I won't have to paint over all the dots. I love how bright they are. They were really easy to use. I'll link to them below, but yeah, super recommend. Next up, I had to deal with these old blinds. They're broken, so unfortunately I can't use them anymore, and I found these really cute curtains with the little multicolored pom-pom balls. They're just from Amazon, and I found matching pom-pom garland to go on the walls as well. So I love that I replaced these blinds with the pom-pom curtains. We'll see how dark it is in the summertime. It stays light here pretty much all night because we're so far north, so I might have to put some blackout curtains behind them, but it's winter right now, so they work just fine to cover the windows. All right, finally that yellow bed is done and it's time to bring it into the room and put it together. My little boy was so excited. He kept yelling, "Bunk bed, bunk bed." It was adorable. My friend came and helped me put it together because, as most old furniture is, it was a beast of a thing to move around, but it went together really easily. And as soon as I saw the yellow color of the bed on that nice blue wall with the polka dots, I knew I had made the right choice. It just pops so well and looks fantastic. We got the bed together and instantly realized that the top mattress was way too thick for the little crossbar that goes across the safety bar for the bed. So I actually had to swap it out for the old mattress that we had, which is a little bit thinner, but then the safety bar could go on. So kind of a miscalculation there by me, but it wasn't really a big deal. The last thing that I wanted to add into this room was a project that I saw on Pinterest, and it's these multicolored shelves. If you recognize these colors, it's because it's the same little Benjamin Moore sample paints that I used in that rainbow mural. I totally took the lazy way out and didn't even prime or sand these, so I might be really regretting my decision later. We'll see how it goes, but for now they actually haven't shipped at all. The shelves are just from IKEA. They were like $15 each, and I just gave them a real quick paint with the Benjamin Moore samples to make a rainbow bookshelf. Wait till you see this up, it looks fantastic. Okay, so I had my husband install the rainbow bookshelves. You know he doesn't like to be filmed, so this is what they look like on, but they were super easy to install. And then I had my kids go around the house and find as many multicolored books as we could, and then I put them all up on each shelf. The finished effect looks amazing. It really adds depth to this rainbow room and ties it all together, I think. To finish off the room, I ordered these purple Betty's sets, and Betty's was so kind as to gift them to me. I have wanted them forever, and when I found out we were gonna put bunk beds in this room, I knew I had to have them. We've had them now for over 2 months. They are fantastic. My kids can zip their beds up. They even like being zipped in at night. It's so cute. They're super soft, so warm. Remember, I said we live in northern Canada. It is not warm here, and I'm just so thrilled with them. I'll put a link for the Betty's below along with a discount code so you can save money. But if you've been thinking about getting Betty's or trying them out, especially for kids, you will not regret it at all. This room turned out amazing. My kids are thrilled. They are so excited to show every single person that comes over their rainbow room. They give everybody the tour, and they keep it really clean because they're always so proud to have their rainbow bookshelf all neat and tidy with all their books. I'm so excited with how this turned out. I'm really proud of myself, and it was an awesome project to pull me through those last cold couple months of winter. Next up, I'm gonna do my room and my little boy's room, and his will be a fun theme, which kind of makes me want to do a fun theme in my room too. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye.